pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, can we get a roll call, please, Tony?
Karen Tynas?
Here.
Rob Parrish?
Here.
Tim Parrish?
Here.
Justin Fronsky?
Here.
Lita Drain?
Here. All right, number 4, public comments related to agenda items. Any comments? Okay. Seeing none, we'll go to number 5. So we have follow-up regarding the minutes of the regular board meeting dated Thursday, November 12th. So there was brought to our attention in discussing, looking at the video, that the video isn't streaming. They finally came out with the holidays. It was hard getting a hold of them, but they finally came out on Monday. And apparently it was a software update, and the emails were going to Lee's email, which doesn't exist any longer. So we believe it's rectified, and they're putting together a plan to put an SD card for backup in the camera. So there is no backup for those 3 meetings. The light goes on, it shows it's streaming, but it doesn't guarantee that it's actually going to YouTube. There's a couple companies that connect. So, Joni couldn't go back and amend the minutes to be verbatim. And they were already approved,
Right,
So-
subject to,
subject to looking at the video that doesn't exist.
yeah.
So, do we just,
Okay. Do you need a motion then to accept them? Or they
well,
already?
they're already approved.
Right, okay.
Right, but it was subject to that,
Right.
and so Leah asked, and I said, I think we should put it back on the agenda so he has a full understanding of what happened, and if anybody wants to do anything else, then we should talk about it now.
Thank you for doing your due diligence and researching it. Same to Joni. Joni was looking just as hard.
Well, it's actually a good thing because we found out the camera's not working.
Right, right.
So it ended up, and they're also going to give me a quote on a maintenance package where they'll come out yearly and check the software and check the system and make sure everything's working. So I was hoping to have that tonight, but didn't email them over. So we'll stay on top of it better.
Thank you.
All right. So number 6, review and approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting dated Thursday, December 10th. Can we get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Tim?
Yep. I'll second.
Any discussion?
Were there 4 transfers last time or just 3?
I
I thought there were 4.
think there were only,
I was looking through and I didn't.
I don't have my packet from
I
last
didn't
month.
bring my
Right,
packet
I didn't
either.
either. That's why I was just.
I am pretty sure it was 3.
Okay.
I can double check and let Johnny know in the morning.
Because I thought they came from ice control and were distributed. I was surprised to see the one on the bottom line, it says it was pulled from salaries
Yes,
and moved to maintenance facilities. I thought it was ice control.
Both.
facilities. So you did draw off salaries for one of them?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion?
This is on the minutes, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so under the Sam's Club bill, are we on that one? Or
No,
that's the prior one?
That's a separate item.
Oh, okay.
The warrant alone is a separate item for the Sam's Club. It's number 8 on the agenda.
But we're discussing the minutes right now, correct?
Correct.
So in that line item, it says that there was no discussion on the Sam's Club bill, but there was a discussion.
Should say that's a motion, as opposed to discussion.
Just says no discussion and a roll call, and then it shows that Karen voted yes, and Lita voted yes, and Rob and I voted no, but there was a discussion, and Scott got called, and it was essentially in that we didn't feel it was right to buy the road district employees turkeys with taxpayer money. Am I right on this? That was the discussion?
Yeah.
So that's why I voted no, and I believe that's probably why Rob voted no, was we didn't think it was right to do that. So I'd like to make a motion to amend that, and I'm sorry to do that to you, Joni.
Wait, so,
Wait, I'm
So you
trying to
got-
follow you.
Yeah,
for-
One
Other minutes.
One at a time, please, because I get confused at what you guys are talking about.
Right, so I was in the motion, in the minutes, the motion to approve the road district warrant in the amount of $361.31 for Sam's Club, and it just said no discussion, but there was a discussion.
well, it's an excluding
If you
that.
go, I wasn't here, obviously, 2 paragraphs up, it talks about discussion, was that when the discussion was? Maybe we could go up,
Right here.
motion to decline,
Okay, this one.
again, it was.
It says discussion followed.
Yeah, so so I guess my question is, was there discussion twice, if anybody recalls?
No, because the discussion was in because the discussion was when you were pulling it out.
It's up to the board, and
Okay,
And
so
I
in,
can
the-
change it.
I mean, in that first, the way I'm reading it, Tim, and maybe I'm reading it wrong, so in that motion to approve for payment of road district warrants,
decline.
in the amount of 206, whatever, minus 361.31, we all voted yes. But we, right in that sentence, it says we excluded Sam's Club. And then in the next line, it says
That's a
motion to
no
decline,
Oh, I see.
made by Rob, seconded by Tim, discussion followed, motion not voted on.
Okay.
But
And then the next line,
it's up to you guys who are here.
well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I understand it, but I guess maybe if someone else was looking at it, the question is, would they understand?
Right. And again, I'm not here to make a lot more work for Joni, so,
well, you could say, see, maybe Karen's,
I'm still not getting which one is supposed to have.
discussion had previously occurred.
Where would you add that?
Wait, where are you
Instead-
talking about?
Instead of
Jen?
no discussion.
So-
I was on the.
I don't think I'm looking at the right one.
Below that,
Right.
in the bolded, where it says
Right.
motion to approve road
The
district
seventh
warrant for
paragraph
December
down.
10th in the amount of $361.31 for Sam's Club.
So
it's
the
like middle
seventh
of
one
the
down.
page,
Yeah,
middle of the page.
It's this
Correct.
one.
No, it's further down.
yep, right
Seven.
on here. Right on my thumb,
Longer, okay.
right in the middle.
Oh, so I see right there, it says no discussion.
Cause they're, right,
Right here.
All right.
So are you okay if we put instead of no discussion, previously discussed?
Well, I don't understand because you guys voted it was a tie and your discussion was previous, which is where I put it, but
That's fine.
I don't understand what you're asking because the discussion is in there up where you guys were discussing it. So when you got down to your vote, your discussion was over, you guys already discussed it.
It's
And you
fine.
guys
Let's
voted
just
and it was a
leave it.
tie,
Let's just
I'm
leave
not
it,
sure
move
what you
on.
want.
Right,
I mean, I'll do
rescinded
it,
my
but I don't.
motion because it was a tie, and we were gonna bring it up as new business, I thought, this time.
It is. Okay.
All right,
Okay?
we'll move on, move on.
Am I changing it or?
No, just leave it. Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, can we get all in favor? Signify.
Aye.
Aye. So motion carries. Oh, I'm sorry, any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we've got number 6, review and approval of, oh, we just did that, silly. Number 7, review and approval of the road district funds transfer and appropriations. There's 2 this month. We could do them separately like we did last month. The first one is moving $25,000 from contingencies and moving it to, road repair in the amount of $25,000. Can we get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Justin, that was you?
I'll second.
Discussion? Okay, seeing none, can we get, a roll call, please?
Karen Tinus,
Yes.
Tim Parrish,
Yes.
Rod Parrish,
No.
Justin Fronsky,
Yes.
Lita Drain.
Yes. Motion carries. And the second one on the same line item would be, we're moving 10,000 from PHR gas to the road improvement fund. Motion to approve?
So moved.
I heard Karen. Tim, you're second.
Sure, I'll second.
Any discussion? Can we get a roll call, please, Tony?
Rod Parrish,
No.
Tim Parrish,
Yes.
Justin Fronsky,
Yes.
Karen Tinus,
Yes.
Lita Drain.
Yes.
Read that back, sorry.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Number 8, Sam Club warrant in the amount of, oh, I didn't write down the amount. Thank you. No.
We took a piece of it out of there. It was,
It was 350.
361.31.
Thank you, sorry. 361.31. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second? Second. Discussion?
Continuing to transfer money out of funds to cover road improvements and stealing it from ice and stuff like ice and snow control.
Does that have anything to do with the Sam's Club bill? Because we're done with that one, we're on the Sam's Club thing now.
I have the floor. Continuing on, there's no reason we should be paying $361.31 to buy turkeys for the guys and then move money around to other spots in order to justify the way the money's spent in the road district. I've said all along since I've been in this seat, I'm here to support the taxpayers and find the areas that we can be more fiscally responsible. I've said over time and time again, we're not going to pay for holiday parties, we're not going to pay for gifts, and I consider this a gift or a holiday party together. So therefore, once again, you know, everyone knows the way I'm gonna vote on this, I will decline it.
Rob and I are not always in the same seat, so to say. We're not lockstep. As you can see tonight, we didn't vote the same on a lot of things, but I gotta support him on this. This isn't a private industry. This is not Iron Mike's Excavating. This is Nunda Township. So I'm gonna vote no on it because if he wants to buy his guys turkeys, he can do it out of pocket. Can't use taxpayer money to buy those turkeys. I'm just not a fan of that at all. So I'll vote no.
I'm pretty sure that I asked this question before, and I think I know what the answer is, but to refresh my memory, Scott, there's no legal issue with buying turkeys or a gift for employees, is there?
There isn't, as everybody could have been given a bonus to pay for the turkeys. The township can expend money as to provide for its employees. The road district has the same right because as the highway commissioner could have decided to pay somebody extra as a holiday pay or holiday bonus, and this would be kind of the same thing.
And it was 300 and how much?
61.
How many employees are turkeys, Mike?
I believe there was, at that time, just short of 20.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that if you get a turkey, it's easy to be grateful for that. If you get a holiday bonus of $15, I mean, it's like a tip, you pick a waitress, you know, I'm completely fine with the, I mean, that's like the smallest, I'm almost embarrassed that it's that small of a show of gratitude to these guys at the holidays. So I understand your point, both of you, but I'm 100% good with it.
Any further discussion?
You weren't here when they had the $3,800 village squire bill for a Christmas party. It started all this. So it's a principal thing for me.
Did you say 3,800?
Yeah, you had $3,800 the first year. We can dig it up.
Okay, any further discussion? All right, can we have a motion, let's do a roll call, please.
Karen Titus,
Yes.
Rob Parrish,
No.
Justin Franski,
Yes?
Tim Parrish,
No.
Lita Drain.
Yes. Motion carries.
Can you wait 1 second?
Sure can.
Just wanna make sure I have this clear. We had a statement after the fact. So for the transfer of appropriations, I had no discussion on each one of them, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Sorry.
Tell me when you're good.
You're
You're good? All right, number 9, township warrants for approval for payment in the amount of $17,932.81. Motion to approve, please.
Second.
Tim?
Yeah.
Any discussion?
I would like to make a motion to pull one payment, warrant for payment out, and then the rest of it can be voted on a consent agenda. And that one is the credit card payment for $134.81 to Keith's Reef.
That's the next one.
That's not in the.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're in the
town
town.
fund.
Then you know what I'm thinking next time.
I'm like, I didn't go to Keith's.
My
Any other-
apologies.
Any other discussion?
I'm crossing them off too quick here.
Here with
Seeing-
my brother, he lost a pretty big member of his family today. As you guys know, he lost his dog about an hour and a half ago, so bear with him.
Correct.
Okay, any discussion on the town fund warrant?
No, thank you.
We have our motion, can we get a roll call, please?
Karen Titus? Yes. Rob Parrish,
Yes.
Justin Franski,
Yes.
Tim Parrish,
Yes.
Lita Drain.
Yes. Motion carries, thank you. Get better, guys, a little bit.
No, you're doing great.
Number 10, road district warrants for approval for payment in the amount of $92,613.34. Motion to approve, please.
So moved.
Second.
You wanna pull it off, pull something off, right?
Right.
So why don't we rescind our motions and vote on the one bill separately before we get bogged down, if that's okay.
I make a motion to remove the credit card payment to Keith's Reef for $134.81 and vote on that individually with the rest of the warrants all being a consent agenda, one vote.
What's the amount, I'm sorry?
134.
$134.81.
For goodness sakes. So the new amount would be $92,478.53. So we're gonna vote on that first.
Need a second.
So we need to, okay,
Yep.
so can we get a second?
Second that.
Wait. Who was the first? I'm sorry.
Rob?
Rob. And second was Tim? And these are all the warrants except
For
the
Keith's Reef.
134.81. Okay.
So can we get, any discussion?
Which one are you gonna do first?
Just the $92,478.53.
Make a motion to accept.
Yep. So we got that.
So but don't we have to have
Motion-
discussion?
Yeah, so it's discussion on the 92,000.
Actually, somebody else, Pete, seconded it. I'm sorry.
Right.
So now it's discussion on the 92,000. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, can we get a roll call, please?
Karen Titus?
Yes.
Justin Franski,
Yes.
Rob Parrish,
Yes.
Tim Parrish,
Yes.
Lita Drain,
Yes. Motion carries. So now,
Motion to, somebody should make a motion to approve or not
134.
approve the 134.
Okay, so motion to approve the Keys Reef 134.81 and the credit card statement under the road district warrants.
Second.
Second,
I'll second.
discussion.
I don't think we should be paying for McHenry Township's lunch. They came to work for us, I'm sure they left their house with a lunch. I don't think it's part of the taxpayers' issue that we have to pick up somebody else's lunch tab. I think the credit card should be used for that.
Any other discussion?
Yeah, essentially, if you read the bill paid to McHenry Township that we just approved, he paid an hour and a half for a cone car, an hour and a half for paint, whether it was machine or what, paint stripe road, whatever I wrote down there, and then 6.5 hours for labor, and then 5 hours on mechanic. It looks like he's under market on the labor rates, but really that was a favor from McHenry Township, and I don't think it should have been rewarded in the lunch to the guys. I just, again, I know you don't want to hear it from me, but it's taxpayer money, it's not private industry, therefore I don't think it's right to pay for the lunch. So I'll be voting no.
I looked at it the same way though, that I felt like that the labor rate was underrated. That's why it didn't faze me as much as it normally, I mean, it didn't seem that inappropriate due to the wages that were paid.
But those guys didn't leave McHenry Township knowing they're gonna be paid less than what they make every day.
I don't know, sometimes it's just so intergovernmental. I mean, I'm sure, do our guys ever go help that?
Yes.
Have you guys ever gotten lunch from them?
Yes.
Did anybody have friends, family, or a job working at a school or a city or whatever, did they ever get lunch or donuts or whatever?
Private industry, yeah, I mean, I would take my credit card out for my own company.
Private industry.
Okay.
The school district, or what, I mean, they're not there now, but I don't think it's that uncommon of a thing. I mean, I see your point, but
Every little bit adds up.
and if you're 100% professional, that we can't afford to do lunch for somebody and then they.
Take out your own credit card and do it.
Are you happier if it's cleaner, if the bill is 50% more, but we don't buy them lunch out of principle of it?
The perception to taxpayers probably would look better, honestly.
So you're saying that Mike's kind of too transparent in trying to buy these guys lunch and.
So you take out your own credit card and do it, don't use the taxpayer money.
Okay, any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Karen Tinus,
Yes.
Rob Parrish,
No.
Justin Franski,
Yes.
Tim Parrish,
No.
Lita Drain,
Yes. Motion carries. Number 11, any new business? None? Number 12, any old business? Okay, none. Number 13, public comments. Any public comments? We've got a 3-minute limit per person, please. Anybody have anything? Nothing? Okay. Reports. Supervisor. I discussed the camera system, so hopefully it's working. We got our new phone system, which has been amazing. It's awesome. I love it. The road district's gonna jump on shortly. And I think it's nice to have one number to call and go where you want. I don't know if anyone's called it, but you can get any of the 3 offices with one phone call.
Is it the number that was always the supervisor's number?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll do an announcement in the spring newsletter
Mhm.
to let them know. But it'll still go, if you call any other number, it'll still go to that voicemail and you can go where you want.
Oh, so if I called the road district number that I like already,
Right now, the road district isn't hooked up to it, but they will be soon. But for right now, it's just the assessor.
or like if I called Mark's office, still
You're gonna
using
get
the
one
assessor's number, it would
message.
still go to,
Yeah,
it's the
you-
same message?
Yeah,
Okay. And that will stay that way?
what do you mean? It'll stay that way, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So you're saying all 3 of those numbers go back to one,
Voice.
One voicemail.
okay, that sends them back again?
Press
Sends them
2
right
for the
place.
supervisor's office, and then once you get the supervisor's office, press 104 for me. And I don't know what it is for the front desk.
Right.
And just like the assessor's office, you could get Lisa, Karen, direct, anybody direct on there. So it's very nice, I like it,
Thank you.
it's great. We're hosting early voting in here again, and we're gonna be one of the main sites, and you have the extended hours and the weekend hours, just a heads up.
When does it start?
Really?
Sorry, I can
It's on
Google
the
it.
door, I think
Okay.
it's the 2 weeks prior to the
2
election.
weeks, that's,
And then it'll be Monday too.
so with these extended hours, who's staffing that?
Who's what?
Who staffs it?
The county does.
They do?
We're just giving them the facility.
Okay.
They
And
take
then-
care of all the COVID,
Oh, yeah,
cautionary
don't
stuff.
you remember all the stickers on the floor?
Yeah.
Look, they're gone.
Maybe they could just use tape.
Well, I asked him not to put those stickers down this time, to get something that's more of a vinyl peel off.
Yeah.
And she said, I don't know, so.
But we'll still be responsible for the restrooms, for the general cleaning,
Well, they
regular staff.
they do pay us a fee.
Okay,
So we get, I think it's I know it's $225, so I use that money to have the floors cleaned.
okay.
And we'll get a fee again. So we'll use that to do another full clean over, once they're done. And they're really good about wiping everything down and during all this.
That was
so.
my concern, if something like the bathrooms would compound, for the week.
Well, they don't do the bathrooms. I will talk to them about making sure, or I'll come in and spray them down, or
Right,
I'll make sure it's done.
okay.
All right? I'm also looking into a new website. I can't stand our website. I think we need to get out of the HTML 1990 era. If anyone's got any experience, or I'm working with the company that hosts us now. And my goal is to have it where we can get the newsletter on there and sign up for emails on there. But it's gonna be a process and time, and I think it'll be very beneficial to the residents to have better access to us and not have geese flying on the top of it. Those geese really bug me.
So when you update it, can they provide you with a count
That's what they will
system?
do, and so
So you
that,
can see how many people
so
have
that
looked at
way it'll alleviate us getting inundated with phone calls, and they can sign up right online, and we'll get an email. I don't know a lot, I'm just trying to educate myself right now and get some pricing and some formats, and
But I mean, I think-
it'll be easier for me to update as well.
Yeah, once,
Because right now, it's not hard, it's just a process.
it's, yeah, it could
It's,
definitely use
and
some
everything's just so
updating.
mishmashed. It's just not user-friendly.
But I mean, can that web hosting company provide you with a count with how many people have
I
accessed
sure
the
hope so,
website?
cause
Website per month?
the current, gentleman can't,
Yeah.
supposedly.
I mean, I think that
Oh,
is
absolutely.
definitely beneficial to
Yeah,
know.
we did ask a couple years ago for him to put a count on our current page.
Yeah,
He said he couldn't.
I remember that,
But
yeah,
remember, this is like HTML,
yeah.
so,
You get rid of the other one?
yes, sir.
Please? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because that
Because then
contaminates
we'll be
everything.
hosting back with them. And the reason it still shows is because it's connected to the other offices. That's my understanding.
And then you'll get some training so that you can just update things on there as,
Yeah, it should be a lot easier than what it is now.
okay, perfect.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited about that. But it's gonna be a process.
Right.
So it's not gonna be done next month. or the month after. But hopefully soon thereafter. That's all I have. Joni?
Just that the clerk continues to follow the attestation public act, that's all.
Mark's not here. Rob?
Thank you, Joni, for your diligence on the meetings. I know I boogered it up pretty good last month, and with hopes that the videos would have cleared it all up for us. But I know you looked hard. You also looked to get it, couldn't get it, so fine, we went through the process to
Yeah.
tell the truth. I'm fine with what's posted in the minutes now, so hoping that everyone's healthy and happy and safe at home, and secure. There's a link out there now to the McHenry County Board of Health in order to sign up for your immunization shots.
We have that on our website.
Great, I was gonna ask. So, as soon as we can get through with this, we can get over this and get on with our lives.
Tim?
You made my evening by saying the newsletter was gonna make the new website. So hopefully that means we may shift towards the
We're getting there.
less of a mass circulation and the expense towards the taxpayer paying for that newsletter to go out and, yeah, put it
I
out
will
there.
tell you, I plan on sending it out in spring. The
But
news-
you're
the hard
looking at
copy.
other options going forward.
Yes.
Well, that's right.
Well, I think
If
that
you're up and
monthly
running,
count will help, and we can see if it's gaining momentum or,
Well, and there's some other, I'm gonna contact some of the other townships, and there's a village. And I did contact Constant Contact a couple months ago, just to get some idea of the costs.
Right.
It's just how to get the database.
Right.
So that's gonna be the big thing, but we'll work on it.
The city of McHenry went to all electronic.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know Island Lake did too. So I did call like I said, Constant Contact, and it's just how to obtain the emails. So if we put it in the next newsletter, and hopefully we'll have the website in place to tell them to go there to sign up, it'll alleviate some phone calls, because you all know I don't have much of a staff.
are you gonna include the link to sign up for immunizations also in that newsletter?
Sure,
I think
it's
that-
on our website right now.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah, sure,
just the more we can get it out there, the better.
absolutely.
But I do want to apologize to Joni. I know maybe I made your job a little harder, just with the shifting of different things here, and I apologize. I don't mean to do it. Understand one thing, I was put in this seat almost 4 years ago. I have not missed a meeting. I've missed kids' baseball games, I've missed coaching basketball, I've missed all kinds of other things, but I have not missed a meeting, and I take it very seriously. So, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but I will never bend from what we've said all along with taxpayer money.
Tim, I don't think you need an explanation when you're asking a question, but thank you for that.
No, I
I
apologize.
prefer to have the minutes be correct, so if I do inadvertently miss something, I have no problem with somebody telling me.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
That's it.
Like I mentioned at the onset of this meeting, I'm encouraged by the attendance. Having a couple extra people here, and excited for a new year. And that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Karen? Oh, I forgot mine. Karen?
I'm good. I hope everyone had a nice holiday. It's good to see everybody. Hopefully 2021 is better
Get
than
back to
2020. And stay healthy.
Can you give me 1 second?
Sure can. Mr. Mike, sorry I missed you there.
It's all right.
1 second, please.
Oh, 1 second,
Don't go
Mike.
yet.
I'm sorry.
In light of the comments made about my management of the asphalt program over the last couple of months, I have a memorandum here from our township attorney, Ansel Blank, Mr. Puma. You have asked me to confirm when IDOT paving specifications apply. I believe this inquiry stems from comments at a recent town board meeting or meetings regarding paving in colder weather. I have reviewed several IDOT publications and agree with you that IDOT paving specifications only apply to projects funded by IDOT on IDOT roads which are subject to the standard specifications of the road and bridge construction, and to projects using MFT funds, which are subject to IDOT specifications. IDOT specifications and guidelines are not applicable to general road paving projects undertaken by the road district, since they are not projects on roads owned by IDOT, nor are they funded by IDOT. As you are aware, there are a variety of factors which need to be taken into account when deciding whether to pave in colder weather. From my review of the issues, there are a variety of steps that can be taken to ensure that paving is done in a manner to achieve adequate compaction. In addition, given all the factors which must be accounted for to achieve compaction, there are several guides and software programs that can be utilized by the contractor or the road district to determine the time available for compaction. While IDOT specifications regarding paving in colder temperatures can be considered a general guide for paving, there are other factors and considerations which can be taken into account to determine whether paving is appropriate at colder air temperatures. In conclusion, for projects which are not IDOT-owned roads and are not subject to standard specifications for the road and bridge construction and are not being financed by MFT funds, which would otherwise make the project subject to IDOT specifications, a contractor or the road district may pave roads using good practices to surface roads during colder weather. Along with that, I made a request to HR Green to do an IDOT inspection of Rawson Bridge Road. Here's their report. On Thursday, December 17th, 2020, Brian Griffin of HR Green, Inc. performed a final inspection of Rawson Bridge Road from south of the broken order to the north end of the bridge crossing the river. During this inspection, he drove both north and south the full length of the project. The riding surface was smooth and no bumps were felt. The joints meeting the existing pavement at both ends were tight and straight. During the inspection, he walked the limits and reviewed the following: shoulder compacted and acceptable. Restoration, no restoration needed. Striping, completed and acceptable. Center joint overlaps, looks good and tight. Driveway joints meeting existing driveways, look good. Compaction of roadway, overall compaction looks good, no voids or loose material present.
That's completely biased. You hired the guy to do it. I FOIA'd your compaction records and they don't meet the IDOT spec. They were averaging 86 to 88. You didn't do them while you were paving.
Do I have
Bob
the-
Miller did them
Yeah.
on 5 days
Yeah.
after I asked for them.
I said thank you to the engineer.
With a
for
check.
for getting the report done, and he sent me back this email. You are most welcome, sir. Your staff did a better job of paving than many paving contractors. No wonder you were so picky. Then I received this letter from the DNR, the Department of Natural Resources. To the Nunda Board of Trustees, the Department of Natural Resources would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the critical road repairs performed by the Nunda Township Road District through the direction and supervision of Mike Lesbrance, the Road District Commissioner, and express our endless gratitude. This exceptional work was performed through the execution of an intergovernmental agreement at Moraine Hill State Park and the McHenry Dam. The project involved the grinding and resurfacing of numerous deteriorated sections along the park's main roads. Working through an IGA, the Nunda Township Road District and Moraine Hill State Park were able to expedite necessary repairs using site budgeted funds and perform over 50% more work. Moraine Hill State Park serves as a tourist hotspot in northeastern Illinois. It contributes to the local economy, bringing in visitors from not just around the state and country, but people from around the world. During the peak months of July and August this past year, Moraine Hill State Park recorded over 120,000 visitors per month. During this time, numerous contracts were put on hold while agencies and companies were operating under new guidelines due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, being a locally resourced project, Mr. Lesbrance and his staff were able to perform the necessary repairs in a timely and professional manner delivering extraordinary results. This work is a great example of how government bodies can work together for the benefit of taxpayers and the local community. Agreements such as these allow for our governing bodies to make professional and timely repairs that provide a more cost-effective service than could be possible on a standalone basis through private contracts. Again, we extend our sincere appreciation to the Nunda Township Road District for a job well done.
I don't wanna sound like a jerk here, but the DNR is put in place for fish, wildlife, obviously creating a nice tourist spot that many people visit in Marine Hills, but they're not asphalt paving specialists, they're not engineering companies specializing in compaction and construction of roads. It's a nice fluff piece, and it was a really nice letter written to you, Mike, but again, it doesn't take away from paving in colder temperatures and hauling material in from Roundout or further away when even in an insulated box, the asphalt's losing its temperature pretty quickly. So it's a great piece that they sent to you, but again, the DNR is not an engineering company out there looking at roads.
Anything else, Mike?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, can we get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
7:41, Joni.
Wait, we need a second.
I'll second.
Justin? All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Seemed reluctant.
Me neither.
Seemed reluctant to second.
It's having so much fun.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
On the signature part?
I have a question too
Can you
before
turn
you
it
go.
off?
Butch.
Oh, welcome back, Butch.